Alright, so now it's time for the moment you've been waiting for. The main event is upon us. Let's go ahead and speak with Roi Majun to take on the concluding quest for the Dawntrail job quest, entitled Bar the Passage. Roi Majun has a nervous look in her eyes.
You said Tentora was keeping watch on Husatari, right? I suppose no news is good news.
Until now. Abyahi and her minions are preparing to depart. It's time, everyone. We make our stand before the gates of Tuliolo. Looks like we know what we're doing now.
And here I was hoping that Abyahi would turn herself in.
How delusional.
Well, I suppose she'll just have to be brought in by force. She might have that treasure, but she doesn't have our allies. And she certainly doesn't have you. Today we stop the Unbound, and tomorrow we'll welcome a Dawn in Tuliolo free of their shadow.
Indeed we will. So, in order to go to where we need to go, the target destination is not actually within the city, it's just outside of it. So we will go ahead, make our way back to the nearest Aetherite over at Bayside Bevy, and from there, we will warp outside of the city through the northern gates. And so as you can see, the lights are on. But of course, we knew this was coming. Let's dress for battle. It's time to join up with our crew. I said, join up with our crew. Targeting in this game.
Although the circumstances that brought us together were less than fortunate, I'm confident that in the end, we'll be the stronger for them. We won't allow the passage of the Unbound to wreak havoc on Tuliolo. Today, Abyahi and her ilk answer for their crimes.
Your progress throughout the battle will be saved at certain points. In the event that you are defeated, you will be able to try again from the most recent of these. Please note that if you enter battles associated with other quests or log out from the game, this progress will be lost. And they do thank you at 730 to attempt this, but I do fall below that maximum, so we will go ahead and begin. Today I shed my black and go back to my blue. And so now it's the waiting game. Until now, they're here! Yeah, it's hard not to see those Vieira ears of hers. So accompanied by her henchman and her little mushroom. Here they come. Hi there. We knew where you were coming up, Yahi. You and your gang of thugs won't be going any further! Yeah, a standoff in the desert.
So, you've chosen to join the other sheep, have you? How disappointing. I offered you so much more than the life of a lapdog.
Thanks. Villains like you don't deserve freedom, or I never intended to fight by your side. And to prove it...
Of course you would say that. You are Eorzea's savior, after all.
Who blabbed? Yeah, I'll bet it was Oriange, wasn't it?
I knew it from the moment I saw you. And I suppose now you're asking yourself why I was so forthcoming with my plans. I wanted you to see what we fight for. To realize the beauty of true freedom and devote yourself to the pursuit of it as our ally. Alas! Your allies only follow you because the treasure has them in their thrall. No one would willingly follow such a reckless leader. Interesting. You think I have the power to command others against their will? Well, don't you? Oh, you are far more foolish than I believed. I would never rob anyone of their freedom.
So does that mean that you're gonna send your henchmen away and you're just gonna face me alone? That didn't work very well out for Raitaten, you know.
She's gone!
Yeah, and instead, it's now an attack from the skies. Yeah, Apyahi helping herself to a pterodactyl. And now she's using her artifact. Obviously, she's controlling what she's riding. And I don't know why the archers aren't firing at her. Until they realize, look! Base approach from the Tuliolan side! What?
But how?
You mean that she can also use her artifact to teleport creatures? We committed too heavily to this side and now she strikes at a blind spot! We must open the gates! Yeah, we'd better. But now have we screwed ourselves by being surrounded?
The path to a new tomorrow lies ever before us. We need only be brave enough to walk it.
Yeah, so now she flies around to the other side and launches her assault. Leave this book to us! You tend to the others! You got it. We better hurry. Oh, yeah, it's like, where's the mushroom going? Yeah, you can be sure that is gonna play a role in all this. Yeah, look at all this crap. We know that there are people fighting against various creatures, and we gotta help out too. Yeah, when do I get the green light? Just say the word. Give everything I got and show them what a Dragoon can do. Alright, you're taken care of. Now, which one of you is gonna get that? Yeah, helping out Loshkana here. Let's switch over to this side. We give a help out to Kyuki. Alright, they're gone. Let's aid our companions. Topeka's swinging her sword over here. That takes care of them. And meanwhile, Apyahi overhead, and yet we can't see her. We have no idea where she is. Until now, yeah, she just dropped her mount right on top of us. She's just decided to do that now. Or the big ones, wherever mama goes, the babies follow. Apparently someone wants to end this now. And it seems like we're not going to be winning so easily right now. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, Tsupeke needs some healing, but Satolja's nowhere to be found. Thankfully, I guess she has some potions. Yeah, keep forcing on the offense. Keep Tsupeke alive no matter what. Now stuff's dropping from the skies. Don't worry, girls, I've got you covered. Take this! Look at those shockwaves that this pterodactyl is creating. Yeah, I'm not going to bother pronouncing it by its name because I know I'm going to butcher it like crazy. Yeah, and unless I'm not mistaken, that was a limit break being executed. You're not getting off that tank buster. Sorry. Meanwhile, Kyuki goes to the skies to drop everything down. Yeah, now look at all this. They're spreading out. Yeah, pick a partner and let's go. Yeah, you heard them. We will persevere. Yeah, apparently if we draw everything over... Yeah, this way, everyone. Voshkana's ready to lock and load. Yep. Got a protector on one side. Got a protector on another. Apparently what I'm hitting is too far away. Yeah, it's not easy to protect someone on two flanks. But it all worked out. Jeez, Voshkana, we could really use you in situations like that. Now Pyahi's like, no! And so now the fight continues. We can't fight anything else ourselves, so they're telling us to move on. And so we shall. Next up, yeah, Tento was doing his thing up against a throng of bad guys, and Sepulchre's doing everything that she can to keep him alive. Alright, let's lock and load. And launch that. Yeah, gotta catch up Yahi. Incidentally, it's right over here. Hey, you! Sha-na-na-na! You're damn right we're strong. Yeah, she wasn't kidding about this also being strong. Freaking Minotaur. We'll just leave this to Satolja to keep us alive. She knows how to heal very well. We saw this very evidently. Oh, falling back. Yeah, that doesn't look good. What do we do? Well, take cover. That's what we'll do. Now we gotta wait for this thing to get through its onslaught. Keep us alive, Satolja. Now Passage of Arms move really hanging in there. But Tentowa held on. Yes, we did survive that. So now... this ain't good. Yeah, get out of there, Satolja, quickly! Just wipe them off the face of the earth. Now it's your turn to get smothered in flames. Now to deal with the Minotaur again. Ready. This thing's almost down. We'll do whatever we can to slow these guys. Yeah, you certainly have underestimated me. I mean, you did recognize me as the hero of Eorzea after all. More enemies on the front lines. So now she's run off again, and so they're telling me to make a break for it, so I will. Back after the girl! Well then, good luck on destroying me. And so now... yeah, it's a one-on-one.
Must you insist on being a thorn in my side?
Everyone asks that.
Very well. Then I shall plant the banner of evil upon the corpse of Eorzea's hero, and the meek shall flock to me.
This is why she's unleashing her artifact.
Make my fervent desire manifest. Grant me the power to seize undying freedom!
Well, I guess we're gonna have to put a stop to that now, won't we? You and your old school Viera heels. But what she's summoning now, yeah, it's not from Tender Valley, but it's just as imposing. So I gotta fight now this thing first before I can get my hands on Apyai, so let's go. And I will forewarn you, this fight can end very quickly because of one move that this thing has. And this freak of nature has a move that can really ruin this for me. If I can find a way to avoid it. Yes, this. Yeah, the way that this spreads out, it can be so easy to get hit multiple times. The first time I tried doing this earlier on today, I got hit by double AoE at once and game over. So I gotta do whatever I can to keep myself alive for as long as possible. Now we got the possibility of explosions to worry about. Thankfully, I need not worry about them now until... Yeah, I can only move so far. Yeah, it's not easy when your movement is restricted. Now we gotta go dodging. But before we can do that, we gotta come over here. Launch this at you first, then hit the jump on you. And then while your wind, as it were, gives me some cuts, we now cut back at you. Quite an imposing roar you have. And with good reason, because you are built like a tank. And not a tank as in a human tank, I mean as in like a legitimate tank. Military caliber. Uh-oh. But then... Oh, this is not good. Yeah, I guess we got a butt mash now, right? Or do I? Yeah, my crew is taking care of their adversaries. And now they're here to save me. Who needs button mashing when you got this? Friends! Yeah, I'm free! But now, we gotta deal with the strength you're trying to unleash. And also, when did the Sunny change into the battle against the Dawn Servant in that duel early on in the main story? But you didn't see that coming, did you? Take that! On your back there, Cactuar! How can I say before the Church's might? What am I? The Warrior of Light! Now let's finish you off. Yeah, once we get through you, then we can have words with your boss. And yeah, he can take damage now at long last, but The focus has to go onto the Sabbath Tender first. Yeah, come to me, quickly! This thing knows where the major threat lies. Oh, spread out, but don't pinch me in! Yeah, whatever you do, do not pinch me in. That's for actual players to do. Like this. Yeah, where do you go there, big and ugly? Well, for now you're going back to over here to do this move again. We gotta rush back to the center. Alright, I'm cool chilling out for a while. Alright, go. Back onto the field. Go ahead and eat that taco there, Graha. Yeah, even your spiny saber is fallen. Now, it's all about you. But then, that was always the case, wasn't it? It always had to be about you. So, let's go ahead and finish her! Now, all 5 of us are gonna kick your ass! It shows what you can really do there, off Yahi. But right now, it's not looking good for you. Running back here. Ah, I can't quite step in. She's just feeling far away enough. I cannot continue my onslaught until you've unleashed your full fury of your attack. But you are not going to be attacking again. Yeah, you lose! But she still has her artifact though. Or does she? Thanks to my number 1! And thus, her artifact is no more. Yeah, and as it turns out, the little mushroom didn't do a damn thing! It's just there to be a familiar and nothing more. Got anything to say for yourself?
It seems that I must admit defeat.
That's right. Yeah, lower your weapons.
Yet know this. I do not believe the ideals for which I fought were misguided.
Yeah, it's just your delusions were.
Think back upon the leaders who came before you. Those 5 self-serving souls who dared to live as they pleased.
Yeah, all of them incredibly creepy. And to be honest, I would be proud to never cross paths with them again. Yeah, especially Scarface Leofiend. And no, we will not be saying hello to her little friend.
Each one the perfect image of liberty. Yet ultimate perfection cannot be achieved without ultimate power. That is why we fought, why we became villains, to tear down the world's nations and their stifling rules so that the voiceless many may speak again. What made you feel this way?
Oh, I already know why. She wanted to be more than what she was, but unfortunately, she took it the wrong way.
Mathia has told you already, surely. Yet the exile that emboldened my hatred of meaningless restrictions also led to my awakening. I couldn't have known true freedom without it. And as I traveled the world, I noticed the same thing everywhere I went, that the many were bound by the few. In Gridania, citizens are discouraged from joining hands with their neighbors. In Uldar, merchants craft laws to exert their control over others. Even in Limsa, once lawless pirates are made to bow to the state.
And what's this about not being able to work together with neighbors? She obviously crossed paths with the Archers Guild.
Need I say more? The countless Ishgardians who were tricked into sacrificing themselves when their church fanned the flames of war. The people of the East, whose entire lives are determined by outdated customs and morals. I had to go west to find what I sought. Here in Tyrol, I lived a life unbound.
Well, that's no longer going to be the case.
Or so I thought. After a terrible tragedy, I was forced to find a new home once again.
Terrible? What happened?
I can scarcely say it. I was asked to pay for my lodgings.
Wait, what? You mean the deaths of your maniacal behavior are because you wouldn't pay for your lodgings? Ladies and gentlemen, you may now do your mandatory anime faceplants.
Pay? You mean you hadn't been paying all along? Why should I have to trade for a coin for a roof over my head? In my village, charging for something so essential was unthinkable. So long as one followed the rules, that is. For the first time since my exile, I questioned my path. I now convinced myself that taking care of my drunken sisters night after night wasn't so bad after all. Where did you live again? No, that doesn't matter. Surely if you can accept trading labor for housing, you can understand the reasons behind trading coin for it. No! Money is just another rule that's used to control us. A rule that I won't accept.
What, you don't want wealth?
I was forced to live on the streets. In my tent I plotted the rebellion would start with me and the authority would end with the authority of every nation in Tartars.
But not anymore.
Yet one day, after long hours of sowing discontent, I returned to find my tent gone. In its place stood a sign that said, "No vagrancy."
I guess they must have already figured out what you were. Where the heck? Did you pitch your tent in the middle of a town instead of out in the wild?
The last thing you owned was gone in an instant. That can't have been easy.
I can understand your perspective, Abyahi, but a world where everyone did what they pleased would soon fall to chaos. Laws are the only things which keep us from that. Unless you're American, of course. And I know firsthand what it's like to be bound by old rules. Rules whose purposes are sometimes baffling. But you don't have to follow them blindly. If you're dissatisfied, you can work to change them. What you speak of, Abyahi, is not freedom. It is self-indulgence. Yeah, in other words, you're no better than the leaders you hired. So what do you say to this?
So you're saying, if I change the law, I can do whatever I please?
Yeah, that's a misinterpretation if there ever was one. Not a word got through to her. Talking anymore would be just a waste of breath. I agree. So, it's time to put her in chains! And here to do just that... This is all you're doing, isn't it? It's time you join the rest of your minions! Like, get her! Surround this bitch! And she just shrugs it off like, whatever.
I won't resist, but this isn't over. Those who share my vision will hear this injustice, and they will carry on my legacy! The passage of the Unbound shall remain open forevermore!
Well, not today, though. So, later that night, it's the Tolja who we speak to.
Your bravery was inspiring, everyone. Abyahi is in custody of the Landsguard and her treasure is destroyed. Without the leader and secret weapon, the Unbound may well and truly be finished. We should return to Jabali of Tai and let Ra Majun know about our victory here.
Alright. Let's go ahead and do it. Before I do, though. Oh, okay. Just let me know that she's getting her subscription renewed. Alright, let's head on back to Tuliolal. Alright, upon our return, back to Bayside Bevy. You know, the fog may have rolled in, but that's not going to dampen our spirits. So let's head back on inside.
I heard all about your battle with the passage of the Unbound. Leave it to you all to not only capture the leader, but do so without anyone in Tuliolal coming to harm. By the way, mages from the Wing of Protection inspected the remains of the beasts you fought. The discoveries were surprising, to say the least. They weren't actually individual organisms, you see, but a collection of minute fungi that had taken the form of familiar creatures.
Does that explain the mushroom companion?
The mages concluded that the true Vidral sealed within the treasure was likely once a fungi itself. This explains the sightings of Abyahi traveling with beasts of all sorts at her beck and call. She built her army by finding the fiercest creatures she could and recreating them with the power of the treasure. But you stood against that army without a shade of fear in your eyes. As a token of gratitude, you're all welcome to tacos on the house whenever you're in town.
I appreciate the gesture, but I don't want to run you out of business.
Speaking of which, I hear Tentorwa and the others will soon be returning to their respective villages. Goodbyes are always bittersweet, but I'm sure they'd love to speak with you one last time.
Absolutely. So let's go ahead and reunite with them. All chilling out by the beach. You know, even though there's no sun for them to enjoy or a sunset. Tentorwa, we continue with you. I neglected to mention this earlier, but I was able to convince everyone back home to stop relying on the cradle. My sleepless days are over, but I've been busier than ever. I've looked to Ishgar's Knights for inspiration on how to build solidarity among the villagers. We train together and take turns on watch, among other things. Lozanique no longer needs to spend her days in bed, and sometimes joins us in our drills. I admit this new life wouldn't be the same without her. Yeah, please tell me you're gonna put a ring on it. A new life for which we both owe you thanks, Mathia. We'll keep striving to follow the example you set for us. And then Loshkana.
My people have accepted the fact that we cannot always rely upon the Heartsting, and even now, train to build unnatural resistance to various toxins. It took some time to figure out the right amounts to use, and I admit there were some close calls, but luckily, the Heartsting was at our disposal.
Yeah, they're willing to risk life and limb to make themselves stronger.
Yet I believe that our strength lies in our ability to conquer hardship. I hope one day we can trust in our own abilities. That being said, it's been some time since I had a meal that wasn't laced with poison. I've forgotten how delicious food could be.
Yeah, how much poison-laced food have you eaten over the course of the last 3 months there, Loshkana? Then over to my number 1. Kyuki.
The others will be glad to hear hear how the dream of Cocoon was to our success. And though it seems Opyahi recognized you from the moment you met, it didn't make a difference, did it? It just reaffirms for me that you've more than earned your renown as a hero. I still aspire to become a hunter worthy of Atoka's legacy, and I know it'll take a lot of time and a lot of hard work. For now, I'll just focus on keeping my village safe, but I won't stop there. Keep your ears to the ground, Mathia, for someday you might hear tales of Kyuki, a hunter true.
Then Mr. told ya.
Everyone was so brave. My heart always starts pounding when the fighting begins, but I didn't need to worry. Since I'm here in Tuliolol, I'll visit the market before I return to my village. Oh, I almost forgot. Kakurja sent me a letter. He said that the authorities have taken his circumstances into account and decided to be merciful. He'll be released soon, and just as promised, my village will be the first place he visits. Everyone's looking forward to greeting him with open arms. If Kakurja agrees to be our protector, then we can come to Tuliolol more often.
I'm sure you could. And then my sister Mikote Tepeke.
To think the origin of the treasures lies with the Yokui. Even with such dominating strength that they possessed, they sought still more when their very survival was at stake. My people were afraid of the apex and so sealed it away within our treasure. Over the time, the treasure became as feared as the beast within it. Thus we never considered using it as a tool to aid us. I've been training hard, and I hope that someday I can help my people view the treasure from a new perspective. It may take a while, but we'll get there. I'm already stronger than the last time we met, right? You don't have to answer, but trust me when I tell you that we won't take the easy road like Virazon. Every bit of progress will earn through hard work. On that note, as much as I'd like to stay, I suppose we all have homes waiting for us. Let's say our farewells to Brookhaven and Ra Majun.
Yes, indeed. So, time for this odyssey to come to a close. Brook, we came to you to start this. We come to you to end it all. I'm glad you got the chance to. I'm glad you got to catch up with everyone. Shall we bring this party to a close then? And so as the night continues on. Now that we're here with everybody. So yeah, Tentoa, keep the ladies safe.
Be well, everyone.
I'll bring Lozonique next time. I wanted to meet the people who helped us.
Stop by my village if you're ever in the region. I'll treat you to freshly hunted boar. Everyone get home safely. We'll meet again soon. I hope I was able to pay back the debt I owe you, if only a little. If you ever need help again, you know how to reach me.
Thanks everyone. It was an honor to not only meet you all, but to also work alongside you. And they're not only now just friends, but also brothers and sisters in arms. So, Brook, well, yeah, let's have a seat and just chill out for a while.
It was a long and trying road, but the treasures are finally back in their rightful places.
And the passage of the Unbound, with no one to lead their meager numbers, will fade into obscurity. I'm sure we'll hear no more of them again. But in the meantime... Yeah, isn't this how we started before?
Here's to peace in Tuliolol!
Yeah, isn't this how we started when we first started with the passage of the Unbound? Not being able to see anyone's faces? Psh, rules. Basic social considerations. Who needs them? Those pathetic bastards don't even see the yokes around their necks.
Did you see how nobly Aprahi fought? As long as I can remember that sight, I'll never turn away from the path she showed us.
Yeah, we're hearing everything.
It's up to us to continue what she started. We don't need artifacts to bring down nations. We'll find a whole new kind of weapon.
The passage of the Unbound shall ever remain open, and will be there to guide others upon it. Behind you. Yeah, I'm not here to take your order.
There are more of you?
Ah, damn it.
Criminals! Over here!
Yeah, conveniently located Landsguard. Get on over here! We need to stop this before it starts!
Protocols! Run! We can't be caught here!
But now brings the question, why are there only 3 of them? We need 4 to catch this quartet, and Raw's like, get him! And we're like, oh man, is there really gonna be an encore to this? As all these people start running around as if it's the second version of the Hildebrand Mysteries. Yeah, tell me reinforcements are coming soon. So, our journey with the job quest of Dawntrail concludes by taking 3,000 gil, plus the Bright Bustle Orchestrion roll. And we also earn the achievement, A Passage Rebound. We also get a title with this. Yes, indeed. Sweet Justice. I must admit, that's quite sweet. So, yeah. Now that we have a new song, let's go ahead and add it to my Orchestrion collection. Of course, there's only one way that this can end. And as much as I want to continue to enjoy all this wonderful, delicious food that Brooke has laid out for us, we know where every episode, we know where every stream ends and begins. And also, I didn't even realize this staircase was here until literally a few days ago. I'll be taking my usual table in the meantime, because my happy hour cocktail is ready to go for me once again. Yeah, I can never get enough of these, and the tab that I'm gonna accumulate with these cocktails is gonna be insane. But at long last, today was finally the day that we could be able to bring down the passage of the Unbound ? Once and for all. And now the fog has cleared up and the skies are parted. And thus everything is beautiful and starry. So yeah, maybe the Landsguard did get those would-be leaders and take them into justice as well, but yeah, it seems like even though the root may be uprooted, it seems like the seeds that were planted are still well and truly in the ground and ready to grow again. Whether or not we'll actually have to deal with the passage of the Unbound again, who really knows, but one thing is for certain, this is gonna do it for content for now for Final Fantasy XIV. And that means I can get back to doing other games that I really want to play, like Astrobot and Final Fantasy V. So, I of course, tomorrow is my usually RP, so I'll be off then, but I'll be back on Thursday, and we will start doing more streaming again. Not sure whether I'll play Final Fantasy V or Astrobots, but whatever I pick, I hope that I'll see you all again, and that we'll have some fun. But before we go, I want to see if there's someone who we can raid tonight. It's been a long time since I've raided anyone because we haven't really had that much of an audience to raid with. But we'll see if that's feasible to do. No, it's not. Okay, I thought there were more people here, but no, it doesn't look like it. It's been so long since I've raided someone. I want to do it so badly. But I need the people to do it, and just raiding with one person isn't gonna be enough. So we'll bring the stream to a close here, and I will see you guys all again on Thursday. So with that, I'd like to thank everyone for watching the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV Dawntrail live here on Twitch. So Thanks everyone for watching, and until next time everyone, may you ever walk in the light of the crystal.